Hi, I'm Cameron. It's been a little while since the last time you and I sat down like this and had a nice little chat, you know? I have some chicken going on the stove right now, so I figured I had a little bit of time to just talk for a second. I also realize now this is the first video where you can actually get kind of a clearer shot of my entire apartment. Yeah, this is it. It's nice, isn't it? I like it a lot. You can ignore the pizza boxes. Although maybe you shouldn't ignore the pizza boxes. Maybe the pizza boxes are entirely relevant to the conversation that you and I are about to have right now. And that's just, why are addictions so hard for us to break? Especially when we know that they're bad for us. Those pizza boxes back there, that was like $30 to get 2 pizzas delivered. That's with the tip and the delivery fee and everything and whatnot, of course. But $30 for 2 pizzas I'm gonna eat in one sitting and get fat and hate myself? Pizza's not good for you. It's not horrible compared to other things that you can eat. It's got a decent amount of protein depending on the toppings that you get. The fat's not that bad. It's mostly just carbs that kill you. And then the sugar and the sauce, right? But it's not that bad. And that's the problem. The problem with this is that it's not that bad. So things always get caught in this kind of middle ground, right? Where things aren't that bad for us. Or it's fine every now and then, or it's okay in moderation. And that's what kind of gets us stuck in these loops of making these addictions or habits, whatever you'd like to call them, harder to break than necessary. So for myself, I love ice cream. I love ice cream. I love ice cream. If it's the weekend and I order ice cream, like a delivery package or something, I'm probably, all things considered, gonna eat like 4 quarts in one sitting. I don't know if that's a lot. Not in terms of I know I'm eating a lot. I mean, genuinely, I don't know the measurements. I haven't bothered to check the box before I start eating it. But I'll eat the entire thing in one sitting. That's not okay. That's bad. But in my mind, it's like, well, I walk 5 miles a day and I exercise and I'm cooking. You know, what else we got over here? We got chicken on the stove. It's actually gonna finish up in a second. Potatoes and carrots. Well, I eat good every other day of the week. So why does it matter? Why does it matter if I have a bunch of ice cream and pizza on the weekend? Or, you know, other things that we do for fun. I guarantee everybody out here watching this video, if you are watching this video, I appreciate you. You have like one thing you kind of hate about yourself that you're not quite committed enough to just being done with entirely. And for me, that's Tekken. Now, I've talked about Tekken a few times. I made a video about 2 years ago called Quitting the One Thing That I'm Good At. I still play Tekken. I still do. Why? It doesn't make me happy. It makes me upset. I'm not willing enough to commit to this thing because I know it's just for fun, but I don't have fun with it because I'm not at a level to where I can have meaningful enjoyment out of it without putting more effort into it. It's like if you, I don't know, go out for a basketball team or something, or like a hacky sack team or a disc golf team or something, just as an excuse to meet people and make friends. And you get to this point to where you have this nice group of friends you hang out with, but you're the only person who still cares about disc golf, and everybody you're playing against is somebody who doesn't care that much about it. So you're kind of just always stuck in this middle ground of like, do you want to commit more to this thing that nobody else cares about and kind of ostracize yourself from the community that you have now? Or do you just want to always be stuck in the middle and then be dissatisfied on a personal level about that? That's where I'm at. And I don't know why that is. If I know I don't enjoy it anymore, I should just stop. But it's fun. It's just a few matches. Oh, it's okay. If I get upset, I'll just stop playing. And then you rank up and you get that dopamine, baby. You've been raiding Molten Core for 5 years and you finally got that wrist you were waiting for. Let's go. I went to the casino with my grandmother one time a few years ago. She gave me $100 and I spent it in about 2 minutes. She gave me another $100 and I spent it about 10 minutes. Well, after the third time she gave me $100, she basically just said, okay, well, I'm not going to give you any more. You can play on this slot machine. It sucks. I have $5 left on it, so you just, like, throw this money away too, and I'm going to go play craps or something, and then we'll leave. I sit down on the machine, I hit all in, and it blew up. I won $600. And then everybody I know was like, that's insane. You have such crazy luck. Oh my God, you did it. My grandma probably spent $1,000 that day, and I won 600. But you got the big dopamine hit. Oh, $5 was 600. Let's go. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. And so it's like that. And so if we're engaging with these slot machine mechanics, and we're engaging with these foods that just have the right amount of little dopamine activators in our brains eventually just get used to engaging with that much all the time, you know? And so that's what becomes our new normal. It's like when people tell me that they can't sleep properly, and so they always have to take a lot of melatonin before they go to bed. Well, you're never going to be able to sleep properly ever again because now your body needs that. That's the bare minimum that it needs to be okay. This is all common sense, obviously, but it's just something I've been thinking about. So even if I know all of this, even if I have, like, everything I need to work out consistently, have a proper diet, not eat ice cream all the time, and not play video games that make me upset, why do I keep doing it? Because it's habit. You can't just undo decades worth of conditioning by either the bad influences in your life or the evil people in your life who tell you to hate yourself. And it's no different in terms of mental health either. I spent a very long time hating myself, and why was that? Because I was surrounded by nothing but maniacs who, for one reason or another, wanted me to hate myself. It's just how it goes. I guess you get to college, and it's like everybody just gets this ego where they have to be correct, and it's something I've kind of come to realize as I go throughout my life, is that I'm just so fundamentally different that, well, think of it this way. Imagine you're like 23 years old, and you're a teacher for an elementary school, and all the other kids are like, I love SpongeBob. And there's one kid in the back who's like, SpongeBob sucks. I like Pokemon. And I'm going to talk about why I like Pokemon. You'd hate that kid. It's not great, but it's just how it is. It's something I've come to terms with about that, is that nobody was malicious to me on purpose when I was younger. When I was older, that's a different story. When I was younger, it's just because I was different. That's literally all that it was. And on some level, it'd be better if it was on purpose. You know, if it, like, was malicious, there'd at least be some kind of rationale behind it. But having been on both ends of that, I think I've kind of realized that it's just terrible in general. But now I'm not in that position anymore because I have people who appreciate me for who I am and respect me and encourage me in the things that I care about. And I've put the active effort in to overcome that. But I couldn't have made it that far if some part of me didn't want that too. And the reality of it is that I was in such a horrible, terrible situation that I wanted nothing more than to get out of it. And the horribleness of that situation is what drove me to be better, what gave me that courage to keep going. Knowing that somewhere deep in my heart, I knew what was happening to me wasn't okay, and I wanted to prove them wrong. Even in the middle of the coldest of winters, I still found within myself an invincible summer. Ice cream is different. I like ice cream. I like Tekken. I like smashing my balls with a mallet over and over and over again. Why would I stop even if it's bad for me? It's just one more cigarette. It's just one drink. What's the big deal? And that's the distinction, because these things are designed to be good for us mentally. They trick us. It's the same thing as that abusive relationship with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, ladies, or your girlfriend, ladies, or your boyfriend, bros. We just get so reliant on these attributes of our lives. We get so dependent on these loops that we're stuck in that we never really ever attain the ability to fully see our way through of them. But that's the thing about it. A year ago, I was super out of shape, and I was, like, flabby as shit and whatnot. Am I still? I don't know. Probably, if you, like, count standards of, like, steroids or something, like the weird body dysmorphia that people have about that type of thing. But I've gotten compliments from people about how I look now. That feels great. It's like, really? I've just been doing my little workout every day, just 10 minutes a day, and it's all it takes to get compliments from people, being like, hey, you look great, by the way, like, you look really handsome tonight. I have to, like, fend off all my female coworkers, like, ladies, please, I'm just here to do my job. I already have a wife, and she's with me in my heart at all times. And so in that same regard, it should just 10 minutes a day, you know? That deliberate practice of, I guess I just won't eat 5 pounds of mayonnaise today, even though I really want to. And that's the hard part about trying to survive. That's the hard part about trying to better yourself, is even though our brains are physically wired and molded into the habits that we do to make them easier to do, we have to find a way to overcome that. But when you first start working out, you're not good at doing crunches. You're not good at doing push-ups or pull-ups or sit-ups. If you start being a marathon runner, you might be out of breath after 2 minutes, even though your goal is 2 hours. So in the same way that we have to train our bodies to be better at doing these things, and we have to eat properly and get enough sleep and rest and not overthink things and not read dojins for 5 hours a night, we have to put the mental effort in, the mental exercise to do that too. For me, making these videos helps a lot. Writing in my journal helps a lot too. So this is just something I was kind of thinking about a little bit, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you're doing well. You can comment if you have any thoughts about that. I always love having that conversation. Maybe I'll make like a follow-up if you want. If you don't want, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it anyways. Maybe that positivity is just like putting yourself out there. Maybe just trying to be that better person. And for me, what helps a lot is going out there in the real world, talking to actual people, not getting trapped in the toaster sexual attraction clubs that you're forced into on campuses where everybody just has the same thought. And so if you have a different thought, you're ostracized for that. I think if you go out in the real world and you meet more people, you travel, and you just let yourself be open to the possibilities, you start to pick out who's a massive dick loser and who's a really human being. It gets a lot easier. It did for me. And I think I can still get better yet. So I know you can too. I believe in you. Alrighty, I'll see you next time.